Welcome back. It's 11:32. The Martin County Sheriff's Office wrapped up a news conference about 30 minutes ago. They were explaining what happened after 4 boaters went missing.
News Channel 5's John Shaman was at that news conference as Sheriff William Snyder spoke about this investigation that, John, has such a sad ending.
John, heavy hearts not only in the boating community but in the law enforcement community. Martin County Sheriff William Snyder speaking with reporters just a few moments ago, again confirming that they have recovered 3 bodies likely to be Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office Deputy Fernandez Jones, his 9-year-old son Jaden, as well as Jones's stepfather Willis Bell. There was one survivor who was found this morning that is believed to be Jones's cousin Robert Stewart. He was last listed in good condition at Martin Memorial Hospital. What we were told is the 4 went out from Sansprit Park out into the St. Lucie Inlet Sunday morning. Now, according to the survivor, what he started to tell investigators is that around 9 a.m. a cell phone call was made from the boat indicating that the boat was taking on water and that they were in trouble. However, we don't know who may have, or not whose call that might have gone to or who might have picked up the phone, if anyone at all. It doesn't sound like there was a connection made because, again, it wasn't until 13 hours later, 10 o'clock last night, when Jones's wife reached out to authorities and was concerned that the party was overdue. Now, again, I asked Sheriff Snyder what else the survivor had to say so far this morning and how he managed to stay afloat.
He did say he was able to hold on. He relayed some incidents about the 9-year-old. He tried to keep the 9-year-old alive. Very tragic, difficult time for him.
Now, it was very difficult for law enforcement and the Coast Guard to find the 4 people because, as the Coast Guard commander just told us, they had deployed air resources as well as a Coast Guard cutter, but out in the ocean, the vessel, a 24-foot vessel, very small. It was a dark night, 4 to 6 foot plus seas, so you can imagine the night for the survivor surviving in those rough seas. Again, the bodies were found this morning. 3 bodies discovered just after 7 o'clock this morning. One discovered, actually all discovered around the area of the House of Refuge just north of the St. Lucie Inlet. Now, my colleague Andrew Ruiz has been on this story since today on 5. First thing this morning, he is live at Sansprit Park, and he had a chance to speak with the family earlier today. Andrew.
Thanks, John. Yeah, we were tracking the story here from Sansprit earlier this morning, where families started to get here, and it was a sense of hope, hoping that when they came to these docks that they would be able to find their loved ones back on them later today. Of course, that all changed after this heartbreaking news. One of the people that we got to speak to was the mother and wife, Michelle Jones. She is married to Fernandez Jones, which is a deputy with PBSO, as John mentioned, and she said that yesterday's fishing trip was ordinary for the family. If it wasn't for a prior engagement, she too would have been on the boat. We spoke to Michelle before finding out the tragic news that her husband and her son are now taken away from her. She says she called authorities when Fernandez and her 9-year-old son Jaden hadn't returned home. Now, just moments ago, a caravan left, and she wanted to have a message sent to the people out there listening. And again, this was before she found out all the news.
Anyone who's listening is to, keep me and my family in prayer. And if you have any loved ones that are avid fishermen or boaters, tell them to always let their loved ones where they're going, and also have a GPS finder.
Boating safety, obviously a very important part of all of this conversation. Michelle says that they did everything that was right. One of the things that the sheriff confirmed for us is that the little boy always wears his life vest when he's out on the water. He was found today with his life vest. Just one of the notes that she did mention, though, is that GPS tracker, that beacon that they usually do take out on the water, well, that was left at home. Live in Stuart, Andrew Ruiz, WPTV News Channel 5.